Hi there. Good morning. It is Monday. It is July 15th. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic, joined by Krissy Vann this morning. Tom Reynolds has slept in, taking the morning off. So nice to see you.
Lucky guy, still in bed.
Well, it's the summer, and it's Tom. Temperatures are incredibly warm.
Yes.
We were talking at our briefing this morning about how much we love the heat and how everybody kind of thinks we're a little crazy.
They look at you like you're absolutely nuts when you tell them that. But you know what? Put me by the pool, anyone's pool, when it's this hot. I'm like tempted to go backyard hopping sometimes.
You're knocking on strangers' doors. Excuse me, can I use your pool?
Yeah. It's a little warm out here.
Well, if you've got a pool, or if you're like Krissy and you'll pool hop, temperatures today are going to be very warm. We're starting off the morning incredibly muggy at 23 degrees in Toronto, into the 20s, into the low 30s, but feeling like the high 30s, low 40s when you factor in the humidity. I'll talk about the potential for us to see active weather later on the week coming up in your long range, but first, here's Krissy with traffic.
Well, although it's hot and toasty out there, the roads are looking nice and clear. We aren't seeing any major volume delays quite yet. It's looking fantastic. A nice and clear route to start your Monday morning. Let's find out just how long this humidity will last with Emily and the long range.
Well, it's going to be lasting all week. We have got temperatures up into the low 30s, high 20s, but feeling more like the low 40s. Now, we do have that risk for isolated thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. We could see more active weather, but looking way ahead at the weekend, things are looking pretty good with sunshine and warm temperatures. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Here's what's making news this hour. An astounding 800 millimeters of rain pummeled northwestern Taiwan over the weekend as a typhoon moved across the island. This volcano, southeast of Mexico City, forced Mexico's fourth largest airport to shut down late last week. The volcano has been rumbling on and off for most of the year. If you're spending this week on a beach, then you're in luck. Hot weekend weather is going to carry over well into the week. Heat and humidity means the thunderstorm risk is up, and I'll tell you where it's expected to get stormy later on in the hour. That is your newscast for this half hour. We'll have another update for you in about 25 minutes. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Krissy Vann in for Tom Reynolds for traffic.
Thanks so much, Emily. Well, the road's looking pretty good so far, but keep in mind we have a closure with the TTC between Broadview and Girard, and that's because of a fire. So you can expect disruptions on your TTC service this morning if that's your regular route. They're also looking on the light side. Remember, for your personalized traffic forecast, you can download the Travelers Network app at the iTunes store for all the details on your commute.
Well, over the weekend, it was beautiful. It was hot. It was sticky. A lot of people were out enjoying the lovely conditions. I went to the Honda Indy and I ate a bacon poutine. Emily told me I can't garden because it's too hot. There's your excuse right there. We do have high pressure over southern Ontario for now. What's going to happen? That high pressure is going to move out. We are going to have the chance of seeing some lake breeze convergence, especially down towards the south. So in through Hamilton, down towards London, and into Windsor later on this afternoon and in through this evening. That's where we could see the more active weather. Clearing through the overnight, and then tomorrow the heat and the humidity, daytime heating, thunderstorms are going to be possible. Just the garden variety pop up very, very isolated. We're not going to have to worry about this cold front until the end of the week. So for today, non-severe. Toronto, we're just on the cusp of this. It's going to be more so in the Toronto or through the Hamilton and Niagara region over towards St. Catharines. We could see some severe weather firing up there. If you do have any travel plans across the country, here's a quick look from coast to coast. Beautiful day for Vancouver. Lots of sunshine and temperatures into the mid-20s. Here's Krissy now with an update on the roads.
So far, things are looking pretty clear on the roads. I'm sure the AC is certainly cranked, but keep in mind we do have a problem for your TTC route. There'll be no major bouts of congestion. The Gardiner also looking good, both in and out of the downtown core. Coming up, Kevin's going to take a visit to the beach, so keep it here to keep cool.
Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It is another hot and muggy start to the day. I'm Emily Vukovic, and filling in for Tom Reynolds, the lovely Krissy Vann.
Yes, it's great to be here on a Monday. Actually, I was just telling you how I did the back-to-back barbecue yesterday, so I'm still full. It's a great day.
That is a great day. I had a barbecue yesterday, but I thought I had to get my healthy food in because over the weekend I went to the Honda Indy and I had some bacon poutine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yummy is all I have to say. So I had like sweet potatoes and asparagus.
There you go.
night.
Balance it out. Now you have a well-rounded meal. All the food groups covered.
Exactly. It is going to be another hot and sticky start to the day, so be prepared to throw on some flip-flops and a t-shirt today. Temperatures sitting into the mid-low 20s right now. That's where we can see some heavy downpours, strong winds, the potential for some small-sized hail. Lake breeze convergence could contribute to the severity of these cells. Blue sky. Great to be out and about. Now I'm going to talk about the potential for more severe weather coming up in your long range in just a moment. But first, Krissy, what's going on the roads?
So far, we've been off to a pretty quiet start, but you will have some TTC buses diverting as there's a fire at Broadview and Girard. So expect some delays if that's along your regular route. Beautiful sunshine starting to come out, but make sure you have that AC cranked. And for how long you'll need it, we'll throw it over to Emily and the long range.
Thanks, Krissy. Well, it looks like we're going to need it all week long. Temperatures are so hot, getting up to 31, but feeling closer to 40, 43, 42 when you factor in the humidity. And we could see some isolated thunderstorms. I'll talk more about that coming up in Active Weather.
Thanks so much, Emily. Well, we're starting to see some more morning activity as well if you're taking the TTC. The 504 King, the 505 Dundas, and 506 Carlton buses are diverting, and that's because of a building demolition. So expect a little bit of a delay there. Shuttle buses will be running. We'll be checking in on that, but otherwise a pretty good drive. But for your personalized traffic reports, you can download the Travelers Network app through iTunes.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Tim Hortons' new Maple Flatbread Breakfast Panini, made fresh on maple flatbread and grilled to hot melted perfection.